We're going to take a quick look at submitting content to OutdoorEd.com. This overview will sort of show new authors how to submit information in the various content types that we provide on the site. So when you're logged in, you'll notice the black navigation bar at the top of the screen. If you go up to Add Content, you'll see the various types of content that you're permitted to submit. In this case, this is going to show all of the different types of content. You can also get to this same menu by going to My Workbench and Create Content. So let's take a quick look through each of these different content types. The first is Document. Documents is really designed for a piece of content that you've prepared previously and you're just going to upload. This might be a PowerPoint file. It might be a PDF of something that you've created. So the key of this piece of content is the piece that you're going to actually upload. Here you're going to create a title for it, a short description, and since the main content is really in the document itself, this just needs to be enough information to provide the user with to know, oh yes, this is something I'd be interested in downloading. Then you need to select what topic or topics this falls under. And you can multi-select depending on the type of information that it applies to. Here's where you actually are going to attach the particular piece of content. So you're going to click Browse and then go to the particular file that's located on your computer and upload. It's also possible to include things that are already posted someplace on the web, in which case you just enter a full URL to that. Please make sure that if you're posting something that's hosted on another site that it's your content to upload. If, for example, you have your own blog and you have a PDF of something up there, that's fine to go ahead and link to your own content from this dialog box. It's also possible to link to a remote piece of content rather than attaching the media. So in this case, you might have a piece of content that's up on your website that is updated on a regular basis. And so rather than attaching a static copy of it, which is stored at OutdoorEd.com, you'd rather just link. What you want to do is enter in the title section the title of the link. That's what will appear on the web page. So it should be a descriptive title, and then in the URL section, enter the complete URL, including the HTTP prefix to get to the particular piece of content. Now you're going to want to put the author in. If this is a particular document that has multiple authors, once you've entered an author, you can go ahead and add a second, third, fourth, whatever. If there's a particular source for this document, you can enter that. Today's date is automatically added. If you want to have an image displayed demonstrating something about what the document is, you can again browse. The group's audience is really if you're part of a community at OutdoorEd.com and you want to make this available to that particular community group. And then you're going to go ahead and save it. And everything ends up in a moderation state, so it's all reviewed at OutdoorEd.com before it's published. So that's a quick example of submitting a document. Let's go ahead and take a look at article. Article again will have a title. It'll have multiple topics, date, authors, and here the body of the article really is the big piece of content that you're contributing. Generally, this is probably something that you've prepared in Microsoft Word or some other program, and you're probably going to be cutting and pasting this directly into this section. It's also helpful to click this Edit Summary section. And the summary is just a smaller text summary of the larger document. And that's because when this is published, typically we publish a snippet of maybe the first 300 to 600 characters of your document, of your article. And in some cases, for a long piece, that opening paragraph might not be particularly descriptive as a summary. So this summary is displayed in place of that if there is a summary. So it's often helpful to give the reader a smaller summary that gives a better overview of this longer piece that they're going to be reading. Similarly, we have source. You can attach an image. If you have a file that you wanted to include, with this article, it might be a PDF, it might be a PowerPoint or something else. Again, you can go ahead, similar to how we saw in the document section, and just go ahead and browse to attach that. If there's a website that this is particularly linked to, you can go ahead and add that. This would be the title and the actual link. Again, if this is a subscriber content, it gets added here, and the group's audience. And the same thing, we would go ahead and save it, and it would end up in the review state. Now let's take a look at blog. So to create a blog, again, title, topics, an image, if you want to have an image associated with this blog. And similar to the article, obviously the main content really is the body here. And it's also useful to put a summary in. If you want to link to some external site, you can go ahead and do that. And that if there's other media associated with this blog, then you can include that as well. This is really focused on either a file, or if you wanted to include a YouTube video, Vimeo video, or a SoundCloud file, you could include this as part of your blog post. Again, if you have one of the Outdoor Ed communities, and that this would be part of that audience, you can select that and go ahead and save. And finally, we'll take a look at media. Here, we're going to select the topics, the title, the media file. Similarly, this is going to be YouTube, Vimeo, or SoundCloud. You'd go ahead and paste the URL in here. Only enter the URL, not the full embed code. Then we would move to a short description of this particular media element. You can include a summary if you want. Again, typically most of the content itself is the media element. The date, the source, so typically this would be listed as YouTube, Vimeo, whatever the particular source is. Author, and again, there can be multiple authors. If you want to link to an external URL, you can do that. If you want to include an image for this, the posting date, and click Save. So that's basically the process for adding the major types of content on the site. Once you've submitted your content, then it's reviewed by Outdoor Ed staff and then published. The other thing you can do is to go into the workbench after you've created some content. If you click My Drafts, you would see if there are any draft content that you've submitted. So that would give you an opportunity to see information that you've submitted. When content is reviewed, if there are any edits that we would need you to do, we would sort of send that back to you, and from My Drafts, you'd be able to go in, make those edits, and then submit it again.